あいつに勝って大健康になる日まで絶対にもう俺は負けねえ。文句あるか。
One Piece isn't just a story about pirates. It's a world of limitless adventure, where laughter and danger sail side by side. But beneath the humor and exploration, Eiichiro Oda's masterpiece hides some of the most jaw-dropping, heart-pounding battles in anime history. And when those epic fights leap from manga pages to the screen, Toei Animation doesn't just adapt them. They elevate them into pure cinematic brilliance. So, which fights have truly defined the legacy of One Piece? Let's dive into the most iconic, emotional, and visually stunning battles that left fans speechless. Number 1. Roronoa Zoro versus Dracule Mihawk. The clash between Roronoa Zoro and Dracule Mihawk isn't just a fight. It's a defining moment that set the stage for Zoro's entire journey. Taking place during the Baratai arc, this legendary duel gave fans their first real glimpse of the gap between Zoro's current abilities and the summit he dreams of reaching. Mihawk's overwhelming power was a stark reminder of how far Zoro still had to go, but it was also a turning point that cemented his unshakable resolve to become the world's greatest swordsman. While the original adaptation of this fight was already impactful, the 2017 episode of East Blue TV special took it to a whole new level. The updated animation gave the battle a sense of grandeur and polish that the original couldn't match. Every sword strike felt heavier, sharper, and more deliberate, with vibrant visuals and fluid motion that made the clash feel alive. The pacing was also noticeably improved, keeping the tension high as Zoro struggled against impossible odds. And then there's the emotion, a core element that elevates this fight beyond mere spectacle. Zoro's crushing defeat at Mihawk's hands doesn't just sting, it hurts. His pain, frustration, and unwavering determination to grow stronger are palpable. The scene reaches its emotional peak with Zoro's iconic promise to Luffy, "I will never lose again. Until I defeat him and become the world's greatest swordsman, I'll never lose." That declaration is more than just words. It's a moment that defines Zoro's character and sets the tone for his journey ahead. What makes this battle so unforgettable is its raw simplicity. There are no flashy devil fruits, no over-the-top gimmicks, just two swordsmen clashing with everything they have. It's a fight that highlights the power of will, the pursuit of dreams, and the strength it takes to acknowledge defeat while refusing to give up. Zoro versus Mihawk isn't just a battle. It's a moment that inspires anyone who's ever dared to chase an impossible dream. Number 2. Monkey D. Luffy versus Charlotte Katakuri. If Zoro versus Mihawk defined ambition, then Luffy versus Katakuri is where ambition meets its ultimate test. This titanic battle, taking place at the climax of the whole Cake Island arc, stands as a masterpiece of both storytelling and animation. Yes, it's long, some might say too long, but every second is worth it because of the deeper themes it explores and the incredible moments it delivers. The fight begins as a straightforward clash of power, Luffy's unpredictable rubber abilities against Katakuri's refined and versatile Machi mastery. But as it progresses, it transforms into something far greater, a battle of ideals, perseverance, and mutual respect. Katakuri, a seemingly invincible perfectionist who has never tasted defeat, starts the fight seeing Luffy as nothing more than a reckless nuisance. Yet, as the battle rages on, he begins to recognize Luffy's tenacity, his unyielding spirit, and his refusal to give up, no matter the odds. Slowly but surely, Katakuri stops viewing Luffy as an enemy and begins to see him as an equal. Luffy, on the other hand, pushes himself further than ever before. His desperate attempts to match Katakuri's overwhelming strength and precision lead to the unveiling of his Snake Man form, a transformation that takes his speed, agility, and creativity to an entirely new level. Toei Animation truly outdid themselves here, bringing Snake Man to life with jaw-dropping fluidity, dynamic energy, and stunning visuals that made every movement feel electric. Every punch, dodge, and counterattack in this fight carries weight and purpose. The stakes are monumental, the choreography is phenomenal, and the music elevates every moment, making the entire sequence feel larger than life. And then there's the climactic final clash. Luffy's Goma Goma no King Cobra versus Katakuri's Buzz Cut Machi. The sheer force of their attacks, the explosive visual spectacle, and the quiet, poignant respect that follows create one of the most breathtaking moments in One Piece history. This fight isn't just about who's stronger, it's about growth, perseverance, and respect. When Katakuri finally collapses, it doesn't feel like a defeat. Instead, It's an acknowledgement of Luffy's potential to one day stand at the pinnacle of the pirate world. Katakuri doesn't fall as a bitter enemy. He falls as a rival who sees in Luffy the same unrelenting drive that he himself embodies. With its unforgettable animation, emotional depth, and powerful themes, Luffy vs. Katakuri is more than just a fight. It's a defining moment in One Piece that showcases the heart of the series, the unyielding pursuit of dreams, and the bonds forged along the way. Number 3. The Supernovas vs. Kaido and Big Mom. When the worst generation finally stood face to face with two of the most fearsome emperors of the sea, Kaido and Big Mom, fans knew they were about to witness something extraordinary. And Toei Animation didn't just deliver. They went above and beyond, turning this fight into one of the most cinematic and visually stunning battles in One Piece history. Set during the raid on Onigashima, the moment Luffy, Zoro, Trafalgar Law, Eustace Kid, and Killer reached the roof, the stakes skyrocketed. These 5 supernovas, once seen as reckless rookies, now stood united to take on 2 seemingly invincible monsters. And it all began with a bang. Luffy's Goma Goma no Red Rock. The moment Luffy's fist connected with Kaido, the shockwaves could be felt through the screen. This wasn't just a punch, it was a declaration. In one single, beautifully animated strike, Luffy proved that the Emperors of the Sea weren't untouchable. The way Kaido staggered, blood dripping, was a moment that left fans cheering and gasping simultaneously. But Luffy's Red Rock was just the opening act. What followed was an all-out war between titans with crazy abilities, jaw-dropping teamwork, and a visual spectacle that felt like it belonged on the big screen. Zoro's glorious return of Ashura, his mythical 9-sword style, was a scene stealer, reminding us why he's Luffy's right-hand man. The tension reached its peak when Kaido and Big Mom unleashed their devastating Hakai, a combined attack that could have wiped out the supernovas in an instant. But Zoro's heroic attempt to block it? Pure chills. This fight wasn't just about action. It was about perseverance, teamwork, and the unshakable will of the new generation. Luffy, Law, Kid, Zoro, and Killer didn't just fight. They proved they were ready to challenge the old guard. Every frame of this battle felt like a love letter to fans, packed with exquisite animation, explosive sound design, and moments that will go down as some of the greatest in anime history. If you haven't seen this fight yet, do yourself a favor and watch it. This isn't just One Piece. This is anime at its absolute peak. Number 4. Sanji vs. Queen the Plague. Sanji has always been a showstopper in battle. His graceful, kick-based fighting style is not only unique, but a visual treat, and Toei Animation took it to the next level in his epic showdown with Queen the Plague during the raid on Onigashima. But this wasn't just a fight. It was an emotional battle for Sanji. Queen, ever the sadistic brute, repeatedly taunted him about his abusive family, mocking him and demanding he use the raid suit, a symbol of the Vinsmoke legacy Sanji has fought so hard to reject. This psychological torment added an extra layer of intensity to the battle, and the impeccable voice acting brought Sanji's turmoil to life, making every moment hit harder. And then came the turning point. When Sanji unlocked his brand new technique, Ifrit Jam, it was nothing short of breathtaking. The flames of his kicks burned hotter than ever before, turning his strikes into a dazzling, almost celestial display of power. The animation here was mind-blowing. Toei captured every detail of Sanji's speed, precision, and raw strength, elevating his combat style to new heights. The final sequence of the fight was pure satisfaction. Watching Sanji deliver a flurry of devastating kicks, culminating in that final, thunderous blow that sent Queen crashing into oblivion, was a moment of catharsis for fans. It wasn't just a victory, it was Sanji's way of proving, once and for all, that he doesn't need the raid suit or the Vinsmoke name to be powerful. Sanji's strength lies in who he is, not where he comes from. This fight was a perfect blend of emotion, storytelling, and animation, showcasing Sanji's full potential as both a fighter and a character. It was a reminder of why we love him, not just for his strength, but for his honor, compassion, and unwavering resolve. Number 5. Zoro vs. King. If there's one word to describe Zoro vs. King, it's explosive. This fight wasn't just another notch in Zoro's belt. It was a moment of evolution, a battle that redefined his limits and showcased his growth as a swordsman. Facing King, Kaido's fearsome second-in-command, Zoro found himself up against an opponent unlike any he had ever faced before. This fight is the polar opposite of Zoro's grounded, realistic duel with Mihawk. Here, Toei Animation went all out, delivering a spectacle that felt larger than life. King's Lunarian powers, blazing flames, insane durability, and the ability to soar through the skies thanks to his Pteranodon Devil Fruit, set the stage for a battle that was both otherworldly and visually stunning. Add Zoro's advanced sword techniques and haki-infused strikes into the mix, and you have a clash that's as breathtaking as it is chaotic. The sheer creativity of King's bizarre techniques kept fans on the edge of their seats. And Zoro? He pushed through every challenge, every fireball, and every devastating attack, wielding his swords with unparalleled mastery. The final sequence, where Zoro unleashes his ultimate attack, became instantly iconic. The animation here was jaw-dropping, with every frame dripping in detail and intensity. It's no wonder this moment went viral the second it aired. This wasn't just a fight, it was a cinematic masterpiece. Zoro's victory over King wasn't just about strength. It was about proving his resolve to one day surpass Mihawk and become the world's greatest swordsman. And in doing so, he gave fans a fight that ranks among the most visually and emotionally satisfying in One Piece history. Number 6. Luffy vs. Kaido. The Luffy vs. Kaido showdown wasn't just the climax of the Wano Country arc, it was the culmination of years of storytelling, struggle, and growth. From the very beginning, this fight was a roller coaster of emotions, packed with expertly animated sequences that showcased Luffy's relentless determination to bring down the strongest creature in the world. But then everything changed. The moment Luffy awakened his Devil Fruit and unlocked Gear 5, the fight took a turn that no one saw coming. Gear 5 isn't just another power-up, it's a celebration of animation itself. Toei Animation embraced the form's cartoony, over-the-top nature, turning Luffy into a rubbery, reality-bending force of chaos. He stretched, bounced, and attacked with a childlike glee that felt straight out of a classic cartoon, and yet it worked perfectly. Despite its comedic undertones, the fight never lost its stakes. Kaido's overwhelming power loomed over every moment, reminding us that this was still a life-or-death battle. And then came the final blow, Luffy's Goma Goma no Bajrang gun. The sheer scale of this attack, with Luffy's fist as massive as an island, was awe-inspiring. When it connected, sending Kaido crashing down for good, it wasn't just a victory for Luffy. It was a victory for every fan who had followed his journey. This fight was the perfect blend of fun, creativity, and emotional weight. Gear 5 is a love letter to One Piece fans and the medium of animation itself, and Luffy's triumph over Kaido marked the end of one of the longest, most intense conflicts in the series. Number 7. Monkey D. Garp vs. Kazan. The Wano Country arc may have raised the bar for animation, but One Piece didn't slow down for even a second after that. In the Egghead Saga, the fight between Monkey D. Garp and Kazan on Hakanosa proved that Toei Animation is still at the top of its game. This fight wasn't just a clash of strength, it was a collision of ideals, history, and emotion. Garp, the legendary marine hero, and Kazan, his former protege turned enemy, went head-to-head in a battle that shook the very ground beneath them. From the moment Garp unleashed his galaxy impact, obliterating everything in its path, fans knew they were in for something special. But this fight wasn't just about flashy attacks. It was about the emotional weight behind every punch. The fluid animation brought Garp and Kazan's devastating techniques to life, while the cinematic flashbacks added layers of depth to their relationship. Garp's unwavering resolve to protect his values clashed beautifully with Kazan's icy stoicism, making this battle feel as personal as it was epic. The stakes were clear, the tension was palpable, and the visuals? Absolutely movie quality. The choreography, combined with the emotional storytelling, made every moment hit hard. This wasn't just a fight. It was a spectacle that reminded us of the emotional depth and complexity that makes One Piece so special. As Garp and Kazan traded blows, it felt like we were watching a high-budget animated film, not a weekly TV show. If this fight is any indication of what's to come, the future of One Piece animation is brighter than ever. From Zoro's first crushing defeat against Mihawk to his explosive clash with King, from Sanji's emotional victory over Queen to the Supernova's epic showdown against Kaido and Big Mom, and Luffy's reality-bending Gear 5 battle that redefined anime fights. And let's not forget Garp's emotional and earth-shaking clash with Kazan. These battles prove why One Piece isn't just about adventure. It's about legendary moments that make us cheer, cry, and believe in the power of dreams. So, which fight was your favorite? Drop your pick in the comments below. And if you love this video, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more One Piece greatness. Until next time, keep sailing, and I'll see you in the next adventure.